बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Good afternoon, guten Tag. Days are getting hotter by the day. So take care. You have to drink sufficient water. Dehydration will happen unknowingly. Hyderabad being dry climate, you don't even know. A lot of water goes away from the body, but you won't notice it. The climate is humid because you see the perspiration. Then you understand water is going out of your body. So you will drink water. But in areas like this, which are dry, of course very comfortable because of that. But we won't become aware of the water loss that happens. Silently it happens. That's why you have to take good quantities of water. So, please see page number 54 for today's quote. From next week onwards, we will arrange some lemonade for you. When you come here, instead of water, you can take lemonade. The first quote in the page. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature, external and internal. Do this either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free. This is the whole of religion. Doctrines or dogmas or rituals or books or temples or forms are but secondary details. So much is packed in one quote. Each soul is potentially divine. We all actually have divinity within us. God is like a huge fire. We are all sparks of that fire. So that element of God is in every one of us. Only thing is the difference is in degree. Right? The divine spark is there. So, but the spark now actually it is latent. We have to manifest it. Today it is unmanifest. How do you do that? Swamiji is asking. There are 4 ways which Swamiji calls it as Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, and Raja Yoga. So, by any one or two or all of these, you combine and become free, attain mukti. That is the goal. Still, this is the whole of religion. Doctrines or dogmas or rituals or books or temples or forms, but secondary details, they are not that important. What is important is take any of these yogas and reach the goal. So do this either by work. Work, I think the other day I have told you how to attain perfection through work. When you learn to work with detachment, okay, don't set your mind on results. Anybody who works for the results is a slave of his action. Swamiji would ask us to do work with detachment, and he says work like a master, not like a slave. And he says 99% people in the society work like slaves. They always have their mind on the result. So that's why automatically when you have such expectations on your work, you will calculate, and in the process fear comes up. Fear builds up in our body and our work efficiency will come down. Just imagine, I don't care for results, I work for the sake of work. Tremendous strength comes. Tremendous fearlessness comes. And out of that, actually, maximum work comes. Once you detach yourself from the fruits of your action, the results, you are a different kind of man. Tremendous strength will come. Tremendous work will manifest out of you, and you will be one man will be equal to 100. That is attaining perfection through work. The second statement is do it this either by work or worship. How to attain perfection through worship? You have an Ishtadaivam, chosen deity, and you surrender yourself completely at the feet of that chosen deity. This is attaining perfection through devotion, to put it in simple terms. You know, today the biggest problem in the world is controlling this mind. Okay, huge problem. Every school child has this problem of concentration. Every college student has this problem of concentration. If you look at our Indian society, all the spiritual practices and methods our forefathers have given us is this. All about controlling the mind and nothing else. Okay? Billionaires are suffering, poor man is suffering, a middle class is suffering, a rich man is suffering, poor man is suffering, middle class is suffering, educated is suffering, uneducated is lack of concentration. A scattered mind is a torture. Peacelessness is a torture. Okay, you have everything, every gadget, every comfort, every luxury under the sun, but absolutely your mind is scattered, and you will experience torture from within. You don't have anything, you are in rags, you are a beggar, but your mind is fully focused. You are blissed out. Right? Here, the secret is here, not out there. So, how to do it through worship? Now you understand how mind functions. Mind is based on ego, I sense. So, that ego I surrender at the feet of the Lord. What happens when you become non-egoistic, or when you drop your ego, or when you forego a little individuality? Your mind will go away. Once the mind goes, you touch the consciousness, the real state of your being, which is bliss, Paramanandam, Brahmanandam, Nirvanam, Kaivalyam, Mukti. Self-realization, I have told you they are all synonyms. We respect people like Buddha or Vivekananda, Shankaracharya, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Ramana Maharshi, Shirdi Baba, because we all know that these people have transcended the mind. They have cracked the mystery of the universe. They have attained union and oneness with the Supreme. And their experience of life is the greatest experience. That is the reason we revere them and worship them. But all the time we unconsciously worship them. What they say is, what is their teaching? The same divinity is in you also. You can have the experience too, like me. That's what Buddha's message is. Why don't you try? Why don't you take a few steps in that direction? This is worship. Surrender. Not I, but thou, O Lord. Whatever the work you do, with fruits of action, you will surrender at the feet of the Lord. I am doing this action because of my Lord. For him, for his sake, I am doing. It's not my work. After all, it's his work. What happens in the process? Your I will go away. The more it goes away, the easier actually you will get control over the mind. The third is a psychic control. Controlling the mind. You know, prana and mind both are connected. Controlling the mind through Raja Yoga is controlling through psychic control. Raja Yoga mane oka yoga mandi. అందులో బేసికల్గా 3 ప్రాసెస్ చెప్తారు. ఏంటి? పూరక, కుంభక అండ్ రేచక. Inhalation, retention and exhalation. You have to close one nostril and inhale. Then you have to retain it. And then you have to exhale. This is called one cycle. 1 second you take to inhale the air, and 2 seconds you actually retain the air, and again 1 second slowly you let out the air. This is one cycle. So you may take it. So you may do it 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 minute like that. 1 minute slowly you inhale the air, 2 minutes actually kumbhaka, that means you will not let the air go out, and then slowly you let out the air for 1 minute. This is one cycle. If you do 15 minutes every day this little pranayama, your nerves become pure and you will become very active and agile for the rest of the day. This is basically Raja Yoga. But to attain perfection, to become a complete yogi by practicing this yoga, you need to do it under a guru. Because it requires a lot of internal purity, so don't experiment beyond that. But you can do these cycles for 10-15 minutes, that will help you to purify your nerves. That is actually attaining perfection through psychic control, which is also called Raja Yoga. The last is our philosophy, Swami is saying. Do it either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy. How to control the mind through philosophy. This is basically Jnana Marga, path of Jnana, path of knowledge. You see, our philosophy says that God is all pervading. So superimpose God on everything you see. For example, mind is based upon polarities or dualities. Dvandvas, they say. Mind is based upon dvandvas, pairs of opposites build. So today I see you as a separate entity. What happens if you become more successful than me? I develop jealousy. Okay? I may love you or I may hate you. All this dual throng will go away when I see you as part of me. You are equal to me, you and I are one and the same. So when you superimpose God on everything you see, this duality will come down in mind and then the mind will come under your control. This is Jnana Yoga in brief. And one more method that is adopted in Jnana Yoga is Neti Neti, Na Iti Na Iti. This body is unreal, Jnana Yoga says. This mind is also unreal. These two are Jadapadarthas, insentient. Just like this microphone, this has no life in it. Similarly, body has no life in it. Yesterday we celebrated Shivaratri. Why Shivaratri? Body is Shava. In this Shava there is Shiva. When Shiva leaves this body, body becomes Shava. Right? So 364 days we live only for the Shiva. Only food, clothing, shelter from Shiva. 1 day for Shiva. I am not the body you are asserting. That's why people fast and pray. Why? I am not the body I am saying. So food is a need requirement of the body. I am denying the body for 1 day at least. I am saying I am consciousness. I am not matter. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am Shiva. I am consciousness. I am Chaitanya. The real nature, the immortal nature of your personality, you are asserting at least for 1 day. So basically Jnana Yoga, what they do, you keep on denying the lower, the higher will manifest on its own. Just like mantra, you keep on saying I am not the body, I am not the mind. What are you? You are Shiva, you are Chaitanya, you are consciousness. What is the Shiva? You can't explain it in words because it is beyond mind. But keep on denying the lower. What are the lower things? Body and mind. I am not the body, I am not the mind. Keep on saying this like mantra. 1 day you will have the full awakening. Your Kundalini will get awakened and you will become perfect. You will attain Nirvana and you will become all powerful thereafter. And you will have complete control over the mind. Then mind becomes your slave, not actually you the slave of your mind. Okay? Thank you this much for today. Have a nice afternoon.